Hi, my name is Jada Harland. I'm the Senior Talent Marketing Specialist here at MarketPro, and today we're going to discuss a very interesting topic around travel requirements. Now, travel requirements typically fall into three categories. You have your commute to and from work each and every day. You have remote work where you don't go into the office at all, and then you actually have travel requirements that involve either intercontinental travel or international travel. Now, typically we get the question more so around commute than we do around the actual travel requirements. When it comes to our job descriptions or whenever we speak with a potential candidate, we always go over the percentage of how much you should be traveling in a role at the max. So we try to make sure we give you a good indication of that. The worst thing ever is to get a new role and you find out 2 weeks into the role that you're traveling every other week. So, for example, for a director of digital marketing, your role on average probably will have about 10 to 15% amount of travel, unless it may be for a company that's expanding they're expanding their reach to international markets. They may increase to about 20%. Does that work for you? Does it work for your family style? Is that something where you feel like you could be productive? These are some of the questions that you reflect on, obviously early on in the process of pursuing a new opportunity. When it comes to commutes, there are some cities, because we do work nationally, that require a little bit more time in your car to and from work, whereas in other cities, that's so much. So this is something that obviously plays a major part in your day-to-day life. So if you were traveling to work and took you over 2 hours to get to and from work, that may impact the quality of life with work. So you may opt out for a role that maybe has 45 minutes or an hour worth of commute. And that's understandable. So communicate that with your recruiter. What fits best for you, first and foremost, and your family. So no one can tell you if remote works for you or not. That has to be something probably more of a trial and error. More companies are actually allowing more remote work, sometimes once a week. Other companies are actually offering full-time roles remotely. Now that may come into an effect for you, maybe company culture wise. Maybe you need to have weekly meetings in person with your hiring manager, or maybe you like to work with your team a little bit more if you're on the executive side and you want to see them face to face, go over projects, be able to physically and tangibly touch on the things that you need to discuss with them as far as marketing plans. So really, remote work is more so a personal preference, but it's definitely something I would not obviously shy from, but it is also something that you have to take in consideration, as there is a little bit less interaction. So candidates should definitely feel comfortable in speaking with a recruiter and asking them the right questions. Again, earlier in the video, I had mentioned that most of the time candidates ask us questions surrounded around commute, but it's very important that you also take into consideration the amount of travel that you'll be doing for a role. So to and from work, yes, it may take an hour or so to get one way, or maybe in total. But when it comes to your travel requirements, if that's your commute and then you're also traveling 25%, 50% of the time, all of that combined really plays a major impact in how you will feel about your new position. So we encourage that you actually look into the travel requirements of the actual position in itself to determine that this role is best for you.